అందరికీ నమస్కారం. వెల్కమ్ టు మై ఛానల్ పూర్ణాస్ కామర్స్ క్లాసెస్. ఈ రోజు నేను రికార్డ్ చేస్తున్న ఈ వీడియో సబ్జెక్ట్ రిలేటెడ్ వీడియో అండి. అంటే ఓన్లీ స్టూడెంట్స్ మాత్రమే చూడొచ్చా అంటే కాదండి, ఎవరైనా చూడొచ్చు. ఈ వీడియో చూసిన తర్వాత ఇది మీకు ఉపయోగపడింది అని అనుకుంటే ఒక చిన్న లైక్ కొట్టండి. బిఫోర్ స్టార్టింగ్ దిస్ వీడియో, మాతృదేవో భవ, పితృదేవో భవ, ఆచార్య దేవో భవ, అతిథి దేవో భవ అని మన పెద్దలు అన్నారు. నన్ను కని పెంచి ఇంతవాణ్ణి చేసినటువంటి మా తల్లిదండ్రులకి, మా ఫ్యామిలీ మెంబర్స్కి నా కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలుపుకుంటున్నాను. అలాగే గురుర్ బ్రహ్మ, గురుర్ విష్ణు, గురుదేవో మహేశ్వర, గురు సాక్షాత్ పరబ్రహ్మ, తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. నాకు చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి ఇప్పటి వరకు కూడా విద్యా బుద్ధులు నేర్పించినటువంటి నా గురుదేవులకి పాదాభివందనం చేసుకుంటున్నాను. The wait is over now. Shall we enter into the subject? Yes. Now we'll discuss first about CA Inter. CA Inter paper 1 accounting subject. In that subject we discuss investment accounts. Yes, you heard correct, investment accounts. Before discussing any chapter or any concept, first we should try to understand the history behind this concept. Now we will try to understand the history behind this investment accounts. Why we should learn this investment accounts and what is the accounting treatment in the books of accounts. See, in the whole accounting subject, whatever we are learning, that is for two purposes. First, we should understand the concept, and next, how this concept affects the books of accounts. If this affects our books of accounts, then we should compulsorily record them. Understood? Okay. Before understanding this investment accounts, let us try to understand the history behind it. First, let us take one character. He is Mr. Salaryman. Salaryman means he is an employee. So how he earns money in the form of salary. That means what? He receives either cash or amount, salary in the bank. Shall we prepare cash account of this salaryman? Yes. Look at it. Yeah. Now try to observe here. First, he receives salary. See how much salary he is receiving? 10,000 rupees. Okay, so this is his income. When he is receiving his income, on the other hand, he has to make some payments. Being he is a salaryman, let us visualize he is having a family. Okay, so he has to pay rent 10,000 and he is paying amount towards groceries. Next, he is paying some school fees of his kids, and at the same time he is incurring some other miscellaneous expenses, and let us say he paid some amount towards insurance. Now balance this cash account. You know very well how to balance this account. Yes, so total debit is 1 lakh and total credit how much? 55,000. Count it. 30, 40, 50, 55,000. Now what is the balance here? What is this balance represents? Cash in hand. Cash in hand. Yes or no? Yeah. This will become opening balance for the next year. This you know very well. Now tell me, Mr. Salaryman is having 45,000 rupees surplus. See, from his point of view, it is what? Because he worked 1 month and he earned 1 lakh salary. He paid all monthly expenses. Now, how much surplus he is having? 45,000. Yes or no? When he is having surplus of 45,000, now as an individual, you think, yes, 45,000 is in my hand. How I utilize this 45,000? Yes or no? Yes. So now look at how this family man utilized this 45,000. Surplus of rupees 45,000. What are the various options he has? First one, he may retain this 45,000 with him. Yes or no? Yes. When he retains 45,000 with him, is there any benefit to him? No. Yes or no? Yes. Now, he may deposit this amount in the bank. That may be in the form of recurring deposit or in the form of fixed deposit. What happens if he deposit money in the bank in the form of recurring deposit or fixed deposit? He earns some interest. Do remember this word interest. Okay, next. He may buy gold for his wife. Yes, obviously. Okay, why he is buying gold? Because if we invest the money in the gold, the value of gold is increasing day by day. Yes or no? Yes. That means what? Whatever the amount he invested, that becomes more. So we'll call it as appreciation. In accounting terminology, we call it as appreciation. He invested or he kept his money in the bank for what purpose? Interest purpose. Now he is buying gold for what purpose? Appreciation purpose. Okay. Are you able to follow? Okay. Next, he may buy land. Sir, at 45,000 rupees, how can he buy land, sir? Let us visualize. So he may buy land or building, whatever it may be. What is the purpose of buying land? Again, appreciation purpose. Why? Because land is most appreciable asset. Okay. Next, he may buy a car. Now you people tell me, buying a car can generate any revenue to him or any appreciation. Buying a car for his personal purpose is depreciable asset. As we know, as a chartered accountant, we know buying a car for personal purpose is a depreciable asset. When he buys, see, when we go to the business, when we are having transport business, that is different case. Here we are talking about Mr. Salaryman. Okay, next. He may purchase some securities. Securities are nothing but what? Shares, debentures, government bonds, whatever it may be. Okay, now look at why he is opting all these things. Either for receipt of interest or for appreciation purpose. This is called as investment. This is called as investment. He is keeping some amount outside. He is keeping some amount outside. For what purpose? For interest purpose, to earn some interest or for some appreciation purpose. This is in the case of an individual. Now, the same we will see in the case of a company. Now, let us move on to the company. Yes, this is a business organization. You may visualize any type of business. See, as an individual, he earns salary. As a business, we earn some income. See, we do the activity of buying and selling of goods or manufacturing of goods or providing services. By doing these activities, we generate some income. Shall we see the profit and loss account? See, yeah, as a businessman, you know very well. At the end of the year, we calculate profit or loss of the business. Yes or no? Now we will see the profit or loss account or statement of profit and loss of a business organization. We have various forms of business organization, that is sole proprietorship, partnership, companies, non-profit organizations. Yes or no? See, different organization, that means sole proprietorship, partnership, we follow horizontal format of profit and loss account and balance sheet. But whereas when it comes to the companies, we follow vertical format of the balance sheet and profit and loss account. That you people know very well. Okay, now we'll talk about company point of view. See, if you want to prepare the financial statements of company, you have to follow Schedule 3 to the Companies Act 2013. Okay, now look at, so Schedule 3 to the Companies Act 2013 has two parts. Part 1, balance sheet. Part 2, profit and loss account. Let us have a look into profit and loss account. Yes, just a minute. Yeah, okay. Part 2, statement of profit and loss account. Here you get part 2, statement of profit and loss account. So here you can see the format of profit and loss account. This concept already you know very well. Now look at, so directly we are talking about this one, profit or loss for the period. Profit or loss for the period. So that means what? Current year profit. Current year profit. The business is earning some profit. Yes or no? Okay, right. So do remember, let us take, the business has earned some 10 lakhs rupees profit. How much? 10 lakhs rupees. Now, what are the options the business has with this 10 lakhs rupees? We'll discuss. We see, so let us take the profit is 10 lakhs. Profit is 10 lakhs. Yes or no? Okay. Now look at, in case of sole proprietorship, what we did, in case of sole proprietorship, this this profit of 10 lakhs is added to capital account. Shall we prepare balance sheet? So balance sheet. Okay. Capital plus profit 10 lakhs. So with this, his capital balance increases. Okay. Now let us say the total profit is in the form of cash. Assume the total profit is in the form of cash. Actually, this profit can be withdrawn by the proprietor. The proprietor has two options. One, he may withdraw total profit of 10 lakhs rupees because this profit belongs to the sole proprietor, or he may withdraw part of the amount. Okay. What about the remaining part of the amount? Let us say he is not withdrawing the total amount. He is retaining the total 10 lakhs in the business itself. Now you people tell me, the 10 lakhs rupees cash is there in the business itself. Yes or no? So this is the amount actually belongs to the proprietor, but he kept these 10 lakhs rupees in the business itself. It is nothing but this 10 lakhs is also his capital contribution. So that's why, because of profit, his capital balance will increase. Suppose let us assume this 10 lakhs rupees, instead of keeping in the business, instead of keeping in the business, he kept this 10 lakhs rupees. Out of 10 lakhs, he kept some 5 lakhs rupees outside the business. I repeat, instead of keeping this 10 lakhs rupees in the business, or instead of retaining 10 lakhs rupees in the business, he kept some 5 lakhs rupees outside the business. If he keep total 10 lakhs in the business, then we consider it as retained earnings. This can be used in the business for generation of profit. Or what I am saying, part of the amount, some 5 lakhs rupees he kept outside the business. See, when we are keeping 5 lakhs rupees outside the business, then we expect some returns on the 5 lakhs rupees. Yes or no? Yes. So the 5 lakhs rupees, 5 lakhs, which the business kept outside to earn some income, some return, we'll call it as some returns. some returns. That is simply nothing but investment. See, I am not entering into the subject. I am not entering into the subject. Try to understand the basic language. So instead of retaining 10 lakhs rupees in the business, we are retaining only 5 lakhs and the remaining 5 lakhs we are keeping outside the business. And why? What is the purpose of keeping this 5 lakhs rupees outside the business? For earning some returns. And this amount which we kept outside, we are calling it as investment. We are calling it as investment. This is from sole proprietor point of view. Okay. And how these 5 lakhs can be kept? As we have seen some options in case of individual. The same options, not all, some of the options we may opt for businessman also. That means what? The businessman may buy land and building. Why the land is purchased for appreciation purpose? Why the building is purchased? Let us visualize the situation for rental purpose. Actually, the business purchased a building. Is this building used by the business? If it is used by the business, then we'll call it as fixed asset, property, plant, and equipment. Okay, and but this building we are purchasing not for the usage in the business, but for the purpose of receiving some rental income. So we will call it as investment. See, there is a lot of difference. Try to understand slowly. Next, they invest the amount in securities. Securities means shares, debentures, bonds, like that. Okay, or they may invest money in the fixed deposit. Fixed deposit. Yes or no? By investing amount in land and building, what we may get? Either appreciation or we may receive some rental income. Suppose building is let out, so we may receive some rental income. Now tell me, by investing amount in securities, what you receive? You may receive some dividend or some interest. At the same time, when you deposit money into bank for a fixed period of time, you receive some interest. Yes or no? Now you people tell me why we invest money outside our business. If you invest money in your business, that is called as capital. If you keep your money, business money outside the business, we call it as investment. And the amount you are investing in your business, the income which you generate is called profit. And the amount which you invest outside your business, whatever the income you earn, we'll call it as some rental income or some dividend income or interest income. I hope you understood this concept. So this is, excuse me, this is from sole proprietor point of view. Now we have seen the example from sole proprietor point of view. Imagine a situation of partnership. The same 10 lakhs, we distribute, we share among partners. And if partners withdraw this money from business, then okay. Otherwise, if the partners invest the money outside business, same thing. Why partners invest money outside the business? Same purpose. Now think from NPO, non-profit organization point of view. In case of non-profit organizations, the same 10 lakhs we will not call it as profit, but we call it as surplus. Okay, as these NPOs are not for earning profits. Now, in case of NPO, there is no concept of distribution of profit among its members. So the total surplus we add to the corpus fund or capital fund. Now the NPO also can invest money, with a certain limitations. Now we talk about companies. Same concept is applicable in case of company also. In case of company, this profit is distributed among its shareholders. Out of this profit, the company gives first dividend to the preference shareholders. After that, it gives dividend to the equity shareholders. At the time of distributing this profit among equity shareholders, there are two options. The total profit may be distributed among equity shareholders, or some amount is given as dividend and the remaining amount is retained in the business. Most of the companies, they will not distribute the whole profit among its shareholders. They distribute only certain portion of the profits to their shareholders, and the remaining amount they retain in the business for various purposes. And now this is called as retained earnings. Now, if these retained earnings are reinvested in the business, then we generate some profits. If these retained earnings plus some other amount we may keep outside our business, we call it as investment. Company also invest money outside its business for the same purpose, for appreciation purpose, for dividend purpose, for rentals purpose, or for interest purpose. So whatever the form of business organization it is, the business may invest money outside. Hope you understood this concept. So this is the whole background of investment accounts. Now let us try to understand, if the business buys any land and building, then what is the entry for entry? Okay, we know very well. What is the entry for that? Tell me. Land and building account debit to cash or bank. Most of the cases, in case of company, we use only bank account. Let us say 10 lakhs. This is the accounting entry. Yes or no? Okay, fine. Next, suppose let us assume the company invested money in the fixed deposit. Then what is the accounting entry? The fixed deposit is asset for us. So fixed deposit in so and so bank, account debit to bank account. Let us say 1 lakh. Okay, this is simple accounting treatment for purchase of land and building and for depositing amount into bank for a fixed time period. Okay, now the concept comes. What about this situation? Investing money into securities, that means shares, debentures, bonds. Our whole concept of investment accounts discuss about this thing. Our whole concept of investment accounts discuss about this thing only. I hope you understood the basic history or background behind these investment accounts. And in the investment accounts, we discuss only from the company point of view. Investment accounts concept we discuss from company point of view, not from sole proprietor point of view, not from partnership point of view, not from NPO point of view. From company point of view only we discuss this investment accounts. Understood, students? Yes. Now, after understanding, if you understood the concept till now, like this video, next, has any new chapter started? Any chapter started? Students first they ask the very important question that, sir, is this chapter important from examination point of view? Yeah. Yes or no? Your doubt is that. So, for the sake of all such students, now we'll discuss. Okay. Yes. Here we have the analysis of investment accounts in the previous examinations. Here, if you here you can observe. Here you can observe. Just a minute. Okay. The first, see, CA Inter. Here it is IPCC. CA Inter, they started from May 2017 onwards. Okay. First CA Inter exam they held in the month of May 2018. That's the first exam. So there we got a question for 10 marks. So here first try to understand the columns, serial number, exam attempt, question number in the question paper, number of exam, number of marks, type of problem. Different types of problems we have in investment account. From which type of problem? So that means the problem which is given in the examination is from which type. Okay, so question number also I am giving here. See, for this analysis it took me so much of time. Okay, so try to understand this analysis. So the problem is on variable income bearing investments. So what is this variable income bearing or fixed income bearing investments? All these things we'll discuss. Next, if you count from May 2018 to November 2022, that's the last attempt. Next attempt which you are going to write is May 2023. So from May 2018 to November 2022, almost we have 11 attempts. 11 attempts, but out of that you may ignore one attempt because in the month of May 2020 exams are cancelled. Why? You know very well, due to corona situation. Okay, that means almost 10 attempts. 10 attempts. Okay, in each and every attempt we have a question from investment accounts. To put it simple, there is no question paper in CA Inter paper on accounting without a question from investment accounts. So here is the proof. Okay, now look at it. So, sir, what are the average marks we'll get from this chapter? On an average, you will get for 10 marks. 10 marks. You can see here. May 2018, 10 marks question. November 2018, again 10 marks. May 2019, 5 marks only. November 2019, 10 marks. Next, November 2020, they have given two questions. One is on AS13 and another question is on the problem, investment accounts. Next, January 21 again, 15 marks. July 2021, 20 marks. Oh my God, 20 marks from the chapter of investment accounts. You can see. November 2021, we have again two questions, 5 plus 10. Okay, May 2022, yeah, only in this attempt only they asked only for 5 marks. Okay, and the remaining 10, minimum 10, maximum 15. Okay, November 22 also 15 marks. Understood, everyone? This is the analysis on investment accounts only. If you want, you can take a screenshot of it. You can pause the video and you can take the screenshot. See, if you want to watch, you can watch the video at 1.5 times speed. If you think it's a slow, then you can watch at 1.5 speed. No problem at all. This is the basic introduction to the chapter of investment account, students. In the next lecture, we start our main concept, investment accounts. Hope you understood this basic introduction. So సబ్స్క్రైబ్ అవర్ ఛానల్, లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, కామెంట్ చేయండి. ఈ వీడియో మీకు నచ్చినట్టయితే ఒక థంబ్ ఇవ్వండి. ఇట్ గివ్స్ సమ్ ఎంకరేజ్మెంట్ టు us to invest our time more to analyze the exam trends as well as material preparation. Thank you, students. We meet again in the next video. Till then, bye bye everyone.